Hello guys and dolls, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a very glamorous makeup look using the Lorac Pro 2 palette, which as you guys know from my review I love. And I just think it's so fantastic. The first look that I shared with you guys was very cool tone, so today I wanted to do something a little bit more warm. Obviously this orange lipstick is like, hello. At the end of the video I'm actually going to share with you two different lip options. So I'm going to show you a peachy warm lip. I'm going to be showing you obviously this one. And I want to know in the comment section down below, which do you prefer? I want to know, what would you wear? Personally, I love both. I think they're both fantastic. I'm going to have photos of both of the looks at Vintageortacky.com, so go ahead and click the link in the description box down below. That will take you to my blog where you can see both the peachy look and the orange lip look. There will also be a full list of products there, as well as a few links in the description box down below to some of the products that I use today. I also want to invite you guys to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this video. Click the little subscribe button down there. Also give me a little thumbs up while you're at it. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for more photos, more like personal things, whatever, and let's go ahead and get started with this look. Now that I have my eyebrows on, I'm going to go ahead and start out with the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This came with the palette. Just get a little squeeze that on your finger. I'm going to just blend that all over my eyelid like so. And a nasally voice. What I want to do is also tap my lid and make sure that that primer's really dry, because it's a little bit stickier than other primers that I use, but I do find that it works really well. So just something to keep in mind, they're not all exactly the same. The first eyeshadow I'm going to use today is Nectar, and I'm using this with a Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just going to rock that in my socket line. This is just such, can we talk about it? It's so perfect. It's like this great like orangey terracotta pink tone shade. The warmth of this color also kind of hides a little bit of the veininess that I have in my eyelid as well, so that's also a nice little perk. Now we're going to pick up Cocoa, and I'm using a Wayne Goss brush, which is a little bit softer than your typical pencil brush, and I'm just patting the shadow on and then knocking off the excess, because this is a very pigmented eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to draw a line up like this, and then draw that line in. Oh, maybe I tapped off too much. Draw that line. Ooh, and now that is too much eyeshadow. My Goldilocks over here. Draw that line in about halfway across. And then I'm going to blend that onto the lid using the side of the brush. And then I'm going to blend it in the crease, just kind of using a dead on. Oh, I got a little sloppy. It's fine. What I'm going to do now is pick up my blending brush. And now I'm just going to use this brush to blur and buff out everything by using little swirly motions. And you notice I'm sort of choking up on the brush to blend that out. It makes it so that I have a firmer grasp on the brush, so I'm able to press harder without like jamming it into the eye, and I'm able to really buff it out nicely. I'm going to come in with just a little bit more of Nectar on the outer edge and blend that in with this sort of like brown and orangey thing we've got going on out here. This is just going to make that look like a perfect blended out thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with Buff. Just buff that. I'm so punny. Blend that over the underbrow area, sort of like an eyebrow bra, because the light color helps lift it up. Eyebrow bra brought to you by Vintageortacky. Next I'm going to pick up Mocha, which is just, oh, so pretty, like a red bronze color. And I'm going to place that right here in the outer portion of the lower lid and blend it over to about halfway. It's almost like a, it's more like copper, I guess. In my mind I think of it as bronze, and then when I use it I'm like, oh no, it's like copper. Without wiping that brush off, I'm going to pick up Rosé, and I'm going to apply this right on the inner corner, or the inner portion of the lid. And by having these two colors that are sort of similar, they're both like coppery type golds or warm golds or copper gold, whatever you want to call it, they're similar. And so what this does is it creates a neat little like 3D effect where the inner part here is going to come forward and look wider, and then this part out here is going to recede a little bit, giving you that really cool cat-like look, cat eye, you get it. And then for extra cool points, without cleaning off that brush again, I'm going to pick up a little bit of beige, and I'm just going to apply beige right there. Again, this is just for getting our eyes looking nice and wide, open and awake, and like, how you doing, world? Now I'm just using a Q-tip and a little bit of makeup remover to clean up my mess. And I'm going to clean up from the top down to avoid messing up my rounded shape. So for my winged liner today, I'm going to use the Urban Decay ink for eyes. So what I like to do is I'll lightly fill in the inner corner part, like the inner half of the lid. I don't know why, it just helps me map it out. Then what I like to do is draw the outer portion, and I'll do that on both eyes. By painting on both eyes at the same time, you know, the outer portion I can see, okay, yeah, that's matching up. And then I'll come back in like that. Go back out to make the tip a little stronger. And then fill it in. Just gonna thicken that up a little bit. My lashes today are from iLure, the Natural Lights 8. I'm going to go ahead and snip these down a touch. I'm just going to cut off one of these little rungs of the lashes. I'm going to use my favorite lash glue, which is the brush on adhesive with vitamins from Duo. I like this so much better than the original Duo glue. This one has like a blue tint to it when you first paint it on, and then as it dries it becomes more and more clear, so it makes it a little easier to kind of figure out when to place them. And then also I find that this actually stays on the lashes better. Plus, if you are a makeup artist and you have clients who have a latex allergy, this is safe to use on them. So, and plus you can get it at the drugstore. I mean, I really couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier with my lash glue. I couldn't be happier. True, dear. Alright, so you go ahead and let it dry for a little bit, and then what I do is I usually come in like from the top here. Let's see, it's kind of awkward. For some reason today I'm having the awkward moments. Place there. It's too far over, so I'm going to drag that the outer corner and then place it on the inner corner. Kind of press it up and be like, okay, is this where I want it to lay? And then come back with the back of that and just press it right against your eyelid. Now that the glue is set, I'm going to take my lash curler, and from this side I always go from the outside in, and from this side I always go from the inside out. I don't know, it just helps me to see that I'm getting all the lashes in there once you do have them all in. Let's give them one nice little crimp, and that's just really for your natural lashes to sort of push up the others. You don't need to do like a full curl like you would normally do, like where you like squeeze all throughout. And then for mascara, I'm going to use this one from Blink. This is a sample size that I get at a local beauty supply. This is what I usually keep in my kit because that way the mascara doesn't dry out on me, because you rarely use a whole tube of mascara before you need to throw it out as a makeup artist. And then for me personally, I think that this particular wand goes really, really great for covering false lashes. It gives you like not a whole lot of coverage, so it's not very thickening, but it gives you just enough to blend it in. And this is a tubing mascara, so this one is going to prevent smudging and all that stuff, and it comes off with warm water, but you can cry with it on. It's kind of cool. And then you want to just come back over the line and make it nice and black again, and also cover up that lash band. We're just putting a little liner on it. I'm going to keep the lower lashes really clean. I'm not going to add any mascara or anything. I just want to look sort of awake, but I am going to add a little bit of this NYX Wonder Pencil right here at the inner tear duct, just on the bottom. And then take my pinky, blend that out, and this helps to have that eye tilted up a little bit more. For blush today, I'm going to be using Spellbound from Makeup Geek. No surprise to anyone, this is my favorite blush. I also recently realized that it's very similar to MAC's Stunner blush, which is one of my favorites that was a limited edition color, so that's kind of cool to find a dupe. And I'm going to use a Wayne Goss brush. This is the number 2. I'm just placing this on the apple of my cheek and blending, blending, blending. And then I think I'll take my hair down. Guys, two lip options. The first one is a lipstick from Wet n Wild, which is one of my favorites. This is called Just Peachy, and it's a perfect peachy nude. Or like, it's really more peachy than it is nude, but it's not like, you know, like a bright orange peachy. Very pigmented. I find with like a nude kind of lipstick, it's best if you're like not too precise and don't like overfill or anything like that. And then I think I had a lip gloss with this. And then over the top of that, I'm going to apply my favorite lip gloss, or luster gloss from MAC. This is Love Nectar. Just dot that on the center of the lip and then go. So it's literally just glossy in the center. So that is a nude lip with this eye. Now I'm going to try something different. I'm going to use an orange lipstick, and I don't wear orange lipsticks very often, and I really ought to. I think they look really killer with my hair. It's like such a loud I'm going to stop talking while I apply this. I was doing better than I was talking. I'm just going to clean that up with the same lip liner. Oh, by the way, hello, this is Bang, and I'm cleaning it up with Bang lip liner. These are both from Urban Decay. If you've been searching for a good orange lip liner, this one's it. Another great like red orange kind of color like this would be MAC's Lady Danger. And then an absolute requirement for me with any kind of bold lip is to take a little bit of my face powder and take a little flat brush like this and just go around the edges. I find that this helps the lipstick not bleed. And because I have an uneven lip line where my lip scar is, it really helps me out. I feel like now I need a little extra blush now that I got this like deep lippy on. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this look. I really love it. I think it's gorgeous. I love a cat eye pretty much any old time. And the orange lip I think is really fun. But you guys let me know what you think. Did you prefer the nude lip that I was wearing before, or do you like this orange one better? I will have photos of both at vintageortacky.com if you want to go ahead and check them out and see them side by side. I also want to invite you all to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So click that little subscribe button down there. And while you're down there, give me a little thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to just be yourself. See you, bye.